So I have a deck called Get Him Through that I built around you-know-who. Krenko. I mean, it's just kind of a good stuff green, red-blue deck. But with 2 Callous Dismissal, Time Twist to... I love attack with Krenko. They block it to kill it and Time Twist it away. That's a nice play. You can Heartfire away one of the tokens it creates to clear the way. You can Iron Bully to give it extra counters, a couple of Blind Blasts to clear out blockers. Basically just a lot of different ways to try and get Krenko through. And then some flyers at the top end to plan B it. You know, plan A is Krenko goes nuts. Plan B is your flyers get there. So let's, and I'm 5-2 up against it here as well. Let's see if I can rattle off a couple wins. And we'll update the info here. We got... Oh, wait, we're on the wrong place.
All right, everyone, chill.
Record is actually 5-2 in this one. Format is War BO1. And we are actually on the paid now. So we'll switch it all the info. All right, we'll keep this. Not going to waste time. We're going to go with the globe. Try and at least get a blue source through the globe, if not an actual island. All right, with no action from Oppo, I mean, we could Iron Bully, but whenever I can play a 3-mana Planeswalker under no pressure, I'm going to do that. Also, one of my favorite plays is Tibalt activate, untap, Tibalt activate, and then play the creature that... Ooh, I think we Blind Blast here rather than Krenko.
Adore an audience.
I want to find land. And we found some land, but not exactly what we wanted. Maybe we could have just given up Tibalt and gotten the Krenko going. Oh, maybe they'll go, yeah, might work out fine anyway. A lot of tools for Krenko next turn. Still want an island, but we do have this globe to get 1 blue for us, but obviously we want an island so we can get non-stop blue. But good to know that we have blue next turn. Yeah, unsurprising. On to plan B. Well, trying to figure out whether we're trying to use blue here or whether we just go Iron Bully and save it. Yeah, we could Outburst for land as well. Outburst to Shriek Driver is a little bit sad, but maybe worth it given our circumstances. I think I'll attack first anyway. Yeah, I kind of like Bully. If we draw an island, we get 2 blue cards in 1 turn. The other thing we can do though is Thunder Drake, and then if we draw any land, we have a 2-spell turn. That's a pretty reasonable thought as well. I'm not worried about Oppo's info. I'm just worried about spending as much mana as we can, because Drake sets up really nice. It gives up, you know, then we just are desperate for the blue. They also just might have removal for the Drake. But let's take the risk. We'll find our islands. They're in there. Suddenly at war, indeed. All right, is this exile? No, it doesn't exile, so they will get their army. To 2-spell, unfortunately, gives us more removal than we need. We can Heartfire their face, though. I think it's worth it. Let's just go to town here. We're going to go... oh, no, we get to Heartfire their army. Great. All right, so we're going to do this. Target the army, sack a devil, ping the diver, clear their board, and get in. Keep them on the back foot and see if this Drake just can't get there for us. There we go. So many things we can do now. How about we dismiss the Strix and then bully. Ooh, they do have something for the Drake. All right. Unfortunately, went shields down with the time twist, but this is okay too. I'm just gonna leave it on the bully though. I'm not gonna, I could counter up one of these for extra damage right now. But actually this couldn't attack. I don't want a 2/2 devil. I expect the devil to die. And now we're gonna outburst the Skylord. Ooh, we'll keep the Drake here. And offer Devil for army. Draw an island, we can actually protect the Drake. I'm going to attack with the same 2 and then just play the Drake. I'm going to honor... Well, I want to Drake this turn. Next turn we get honor and time twist to augment the Drake and make the army attackable there. I kind of like having them put one of their Strixes in the way here. Lose a Strix for the bully. We could even time twist. Nah, it's fine. This is a trade I wanted to make. Now we Drake. Well, they probably take the Epiphany, but then that leaves us the 2 spell. Ah, they took that. All right. They don't want the 2 spell. Understood. But we get... I'm going to go with Epiphany, and then maybe we draw a second spell. And we do. So let's bottom everything but the 2 spell. We'll keep Dismissal and Blast. Those are both good for us. Now I have a hard time seeing how we lose. We would take a big, rare mythic. All right, picked up one there. This is the paid account. We have the Mastery pass, so we get a lot of extra stuff when we win. It tends to happen that way. All right. 6 and 3 or 7 and 2. One of those is coming. Yeah, reset press. You know, a lot of people are annoyed that they put so much effort into the Mastery Pass when they could be doing other things, but it is a nice device for engagement. People do like that kind of thing, and getting rewarded for your wins just feels awesome. That's the idea. I hear this game is fun. Yeah, we'll keep this. We're gonna go ahead and globe. Weird will probably be our 3 over a bully. Bully can do some stuff with the 4-drop flyers that pick up a permanent. So if I can wait on them, I try to. And Weird makes a nice block for Prismite. Although we could let's just kill their Prismite. Why not? You don't always get a value from Blind Blast, so I'm just gonna do it. Well, Shogmoth, you can basically assume that there's about 1,000... There's about a level a day of experience waiting for you, so you can maybe work it out from that. Start there. Maybe we go ahead and honor here. Yeah, I think this is actually a spot for honor. Here's the Rescuer Sphinx I was talking about that I like to sometimes get bullies back with. In this case, we have the Guild Globe, which is pretty straightforward value. I'm willing to make this offer. Yeah, I'm fine to trade an army off. Yeah, we tend to be at max with the free account. That's a pretty reasonable expectation there. Of course, the Iron Bully is only good as a bounce target if you have somewhere else to put the counter first. We don't. I'm just going to bounce the globe. That's fine. Also, Oppo is up against it here. Just want to punish their stumble. All right. Well, that was an easy one. Well, we found 7 wins somewhere today. It was, I cheated and started offline, but we did get there. With this one, at least. Where's my soapbox move? We'll go here, claim this prize. Looks like Rocky's helping with the math. 28 days left. It actually should be 28 levels, aren't there? There's like the equivalent of a level a day, I thought. Is that wrong? I thought it was like a level a day. Yeah, 1.5 plus the dailies. Okay, so it's like somewhere in the middle. Anyway. All right. Well, have a little more time, and I said I wasn't going to bring this account back onto the stream anymore, but this is a unique situation where it just kind of fits. So I'm going to actually go, and we're going to, last night, because I was just feeling like it, I logged on to the third account that I wasn't going to stream with anymore, but it has an active, fun draft in it, so I think we should just go do it. So we'll go to Battlefield Right, and yeah, I'm in this M20 draft deck. I didn't even name it. Oh, it's a sick one though. Check it out. We're at 4-0. Check it out. Look at the combo. Gargos into a discounted Hydra. Stay hydrated. Had to pass some rabid bites in this draft. I first picked Gargos and had 3 rabid bites to pick. However, one of the rabid bites was in the same pack as the Hydra. And what was the other one? Oh, the other one was with Risen Reef. So I narrowly decided on Risen Reef early over Rabid Bite, and then Snap decided Hydra over Rabid Bite, but passed 2 Rabid Bites here. They have effectively released a date for the Mastery Reset by releasing the date for the fall set. Like, if we know when the fall set is going to release, we can figure out when the M20 Mastery Pass is done. Anyway, do you like 11-6 or 10-7 here with a Gift of Paradise and an Unsummon, Risen Reef, Befuddle, Octoprophet? I guess we need 7. I've changed my mind. I really want this Gargos and the double Barkhide, but getting Reef on 3 isn't important enough that I think I should go back to one more island here. And then the gift really helps with the Gargos anyway when we get that. How does WotC balance the desire to have us craft rotating cards and creating an exciting event that people want to play? Well, I think you kind of saw it with the landfall thing. Like, there was a strong push there. Like, landfall might get people to craft Scape Shift, you know. But they're always trying to throw events that tempt you into crafting wild cards to get the loot, you know? Yeah, I would reverse engineer I would guess that the Mastery Pass will end on like September 23rd or 24th, I think. Oh, yeah, probably the 26th. Probably the 24th or the 25th, they'll do the streamer event, and it'll be the day after that. Oh, we're back on... Do you remember what our record is here? Is this... We're 4-0, right? And we're on... M20 best of 1. I'll leave the paid account, because effectively this is not free-to-play. I mean, it is, but not our main free-to-play. We'll keep this. Need some land, but we'll keep this. I mean, I think Jay saw the Cavalcade deck, and so did the world. I wouldn't necessarily give Jay credit for introducing the Cavalcade deck to Arena or anything. More Scorch Spitters. It's just always Scorch Spitters when our Oppo is on the freaking play against us. Let's get him. Come on, give me a land and let's get him. Well, at least they're spending mana on Pump. Means they're not going to develop the board with a 3-drop. But that's quite a board developer. Alright, we found our land, though. Now we get to see if our Netcaster lives and holds this board down. If we lose the Netcaster, we probably lose the game. Although we do have follow-up play in an Elemental. But we need land, or we're going to just lose. Man, going on the draw has been rough against fast starts from Oppo here. Let's see, we could force this trade, and we do have an Overgrowth Elemental on the back. But they don't. This is showing them not having any tricks. Let's hope for a land, and we can offer up like an Octoprophet instead of Elemental or Spider for that Mastiff. I'm going to say no blocks once, since we seem to have successfully stalled at least the Spitter and the Sprite with our Spider. And we'll work on a different angle for stopping the Mastiff. I don't know how you fix it without getting super inelegant, Siratemi. Are you kidding? We're going to lose to Manifold Key? Yikes. We're going to lose to not having mana. I mean, I think your biggest factor is that you get best 2 out of 3. Everybody gets 1 game on the play at least in tournament. My opinion on Hearthstone's approach to first, second. Yeah, I mean, you could do something like that. Give the player who goes second an extra mana to spend, a mana token. That seems like abusable in a way that you don't want to introduce into Magic, though. I don't know. I think even on the play, you want to make sure that, or on the draw, the person is playing not inauthentically ramped. I don't know. I mean, now we're just going to lose to Key. Like, I don't know why Oppo is tanking. Just they got on the front foot. Now they just get to win off the Key. Frustrating, but that's what's going to happen here unless we... I don't know. I guess we got to land into profit into removal, into lots of removal. But I don't see how we win before we're dead, especially with these types of draws. Yeah, I think that was like our last draw. Since this is free-to-play 2, I'm going to not mess around here. We're going to move on to a more interesting game. We didn't have a path to victory against Mana Screw plus Key. Treasure token would be super strong. It'd have to be a colorless treasure token just for starters, I think. I don't think you could give I think if you gave fixing, if you gave the player on the draw a treasure token on their first turn, I think then it would skew towards the draw too much. Like you'd want to be on the draw. Unless you then also took away the extra draw, like you gave both players a turn 1 draw, or neither. It'd be fun to ask the time-traveling supercomputer what set of... what knobs to turn to make it exactly 50-50. All right, now we get to go first, and we have profit into Gargos with a bite. If we can manage to not get run over, I like our chances here. Definitely opening on forest. We have 2 Barkhide Trolls in the deck. You're late, Greenwood. But we didn't have a 3 anyway, so this is fine. Offer hours for theirs or a trick also seems fine. I generally don't believe anybody's statistics that they say out loud on the spot based on what their brain remembers. Let's profit and look for land. Spider, I like you, but we are in the market for land, and land only. Yeah, we'll offer this trade as well. Oppo dumping their hand, but our stuff lines up against it all really well. I can't find our final land yet, but that's no worries. We're going to go ahead and attack with an elemental and then play another one. Such a strong card, like... I really think the constant nature, the constant availability of a 3/4 for 5 flying with some kind of ability in blue is one of the reasons blue is so dominant. They have enough now to take out 1. I was kind of hoping to make it to Gargos before using a Rabid Bite. But they're down to 1 card, and we do have this stuff in the wings. I'm just going to actually offer a Boreal Elemental for their 2 flyers. If they want to do that, that's actually fine with me. We'll save Rabid Bite for Gargos if we need it. Wow. Maybe we're up against them trying to win off of Inspired Charge, so we got to be careful of that. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, they're looking to 20 us here on an Inspired Charge, but we're not going to let that happen. We are going to lose this Druid, but that's okay too. We're going to block the Sentinel. Now, though, if they have that, like, we may be in, we're now on defense. I got to assume that they are actually, let's see. Okay, if we go Profit, we still get Rabid Bite. We can go Crasher. Let's go Profit and then Rabid Bite here. Or we could Gargos, but it doesn't have Reach is the thing. Yeah, we can do Profit and Bite. You want Gargos? How do we not lose if... Okay, let's say we play Gargos. We have 3 blockers. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. They get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 through, and we're not dead. I guess we can play Gargos and not be dead. So, okay, I'll do it. Since we go to 1, I'll do it. But had to do the math on that. Now they're doing the math. Yeah, I mean, if they have might, we can't beat that, but I didn't think that's where they were at. And now we do, in fact, get to go off a bit. They might have nothing, but that sure looked like a inspired charge. Certainly we have to play around inspired charge, or else we're just losing to a card we don't need to lose to. Could even do it from the elemental. Pegasus, taking out... I'm going to do this. Then the Pegasus can't do much in the air. And we can profit. I kind of want to see where we're at before we do any attacks scry-wise. Alright, they're done. Maybe they didn't have the charge after all. Yeah, we were definitely going to start attacking there. Nice. 5 wins. Sure. If we don't draw a land, I think I play the gift. If we do draw a land, I'm going to look to go Spider Prophet. Alright, we'll follow through. Spider Prophet is the current plan. Pacifism on Spider. No. Ooh. We will drop the Befuddle, but let's hold on to the Elemental. Sentry trades for the Prophet and then makes the Drake a little bigger, but we're not concerned about the pro-red at all, and our upcoming Elemental wins against the Drake in the sky. So yeah, maybe they put it on the Captain, I don't know, but we're definitely making this trade, especially making that trade now. We're probably going, yeah, I would think they would put it on the Drake, but there's some, I understand that play too. Just make a big basher. I guess, no, it makes sense. If they put it on the Drake, the Spider just blanks it, so they totally put it on the thing that mattered. We're going to make a big Elemental, though, and hope to own the air and not worry about the Captain. Yeah, Mike, maybe the fact that they didn't charge was a sign that they never had it. But I can see some players being like, well, it's not lethal yet, so I'm going to hold it, you know? We could double block, but I don't like that offer. They've got mana open, we don't, and we have plenty of tools to win combat later if we just get some mana available when we block. Eagle, not surprising. I don't think they can block. But I think we should just go for Gift of Paradise onto the island and then have Growth Cycle ready this time. Could also play the Elemental. Overgrowth Elemental actually puts a counter there. That's good too. Let's just do that. That's even better. I've been waiting because we haven't had an Elemental, and now we finally do. The Overgrowth Elemental gets real good here. There's definitely value in representing the charge against good players. Oh, come on. Now they get another big attack in. Ish. I guess we would trade for that captain on the ground if they really want to, but I would like to... bring out the Elemental first. Yeah, I think we can take this. We're at 19, whatever. Do your worst. We'll find Gargos and then see what's what. All right, I like this. We're going to have to hope that our growth cycle does the work we want it to do. We could also, let's see. Really want to take out this Dungeon Geist, so we're going to try that. I was going to try and take out the Eagle, but actually if we win against the Dungeon Geist and the Captain, it doesn't really matter that the Eagle lives. We get our other Elemental back. So let's see if this works. Oh yeah, we could eat with we could try that. Yeah, let's try that. That's a good point. We'll just let the captain go and try and eat the eagle. Yeah, inspired charge is likely, but in that case, the Netcaster still takes down the eagle, and the Boreal still at least trades with the Dungeon Geist, so we're fine. Still correct. Interesting. So now we growth cycle the spider because it eats the eagle. Elemental deals 1, eagle dies, kills the Geist, which actually then puts a counter on the elemental and unlocks our elemental. They still have inspired mana, but we're still going to do this. That worked great, actually. Just fine for us. And a fairly innocuous follow-up, and we get a crasher for the tramples. Excuse me. All right, sorry, what are we doing here? We got to figure out attacks. What are we attacking with? Cha-cha-cha. We're at 10, they're at 24. If we send in the flying elemental, they can get in easily for 2. I like sending the flying elemental and the... I'm sending them both. I think this is good. We trade the crasher for the captain if offered, and the spider still threatens to eat both of these, so we have good blocks against everything left. And 10 life is pretty healthy. Squad captain. If we... Can we race the captain? This captain, that is. The arena might be too loud. I can always tweak the audio a little bit. Sometimes it's at the wrong levels. Yeah, we trade, and then... That's true. Trade, and then Overgrowth can trade subsequently. Profit is nice here as well. Right now, we just send in the elemental until we win. Seeking profit. Oh yeah, we'll take another flyer. Argument for attacking with the elemental, since we have a double block on the captain that's a 1-for-1, and they're at 12. So actually, yeah, I'm going to attack with both. I think we can be pretty aggressive right now. Funny that they make the elemental have that. Do they just do it for all flyers? Do all flyers screech on arena? I just noticed that the elemental screeched like an eagle, and that doesn't seem right to me. I doubt it sounds like that. Another captain is not going to be enough because our Air Force is dominant. I know, that's where it's like, I wonder what the reuse was there. Is it just like, does that go on flyers? Anything bird-like? Maybe because it looks like a bird. I don't know if that was automated or if a human at Wizards decided that that should match. I don't see how this... Like, I'm just going to make a conservative block here. I don't know how they could win from this position with just attacking with a squad captain, but I also don't see why we shouldn't offer the trade. All right. Apparently this account also has a lot to earn. Nice, 6-1. Let's get another 7-win. We didn't get it with on the free-to-play account today, but possible 2 7-win day, at least technically the best kind of correct. No green yet, but I'm going to keep this on the strength of Octoprofit and some defensive action if we get any land whatsoever. Also, I hate mulliganing. Hey, some green and right on time. Sentinel gets to go. And Befuddle could actually get us a trade, a nice 2-for-1 if Oppo plays something to trade with a Sentinel. Come on. Oh, I was hoping for it. Hoping for it. We can make a sweet 2-3 Hydra, but I think we'll wait. Aerialist. Unfortunately, we can't trade with it. And I'm trying to decide whether we're going to use Befuddle for combat tricks or just cycling. I'm actually going to save it. I think Befuddle can be useful for us, especially with this Aerialist potentially getting bigger. We get to profit here. Although maybe we use this as a way, like... I'm going to make somewhat of a semi-bluff attack. We're going to make a semi-bluff attack. See how it works. I don't think they block. How do you block a Sentinel with an Aerialist? You can't do it. Yeah, you can't block there. That's what I... Gecko Skin doesn't like this bluff. Gotta make the bluff. They wanted to so bad, but how do you risk it? You can't risk that. All right, we have our 2 green for the Hydra, so more land is just good for us. We're going to keep it both. Yeah, our plan here is to go Elemental next turn, then make a 4-5 Hydra and eat something the turn after that. Yeah, if they don't gain life, we get to drop a Hydra next turn and just eat the Aerialist. That'll be sweet. If they do gain life, we'll probably unsummon and Befuddle next turn instead. Perfect. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Hydra Smash! Yeah, have not lived the Hydra off Gargos dream. I actually had it, I had the dream in one of my games, but the game was going so well, Oppo scooped and it didn't matter. Oh man, unsummon on Hydra is also just nasty town. Probably gonna go Risen Reef here though, and keep up the Befuddle. Befuddle's just one off of stopping the lifelink from doing much. Or sorry, the Death Touch from doing anything, but the Death Touch still works there. I'm gonna go... We're just gonna attack like this, and then probably throw a block and unsummon our own Hydra. Could also Befuddle here to cycle. I'm gonna continue to hold the Befuddle. What's the value you see from Befuddle, Jason, besides just trying to win a combat? Like, we can make the Epicure have 0 power, we can make the Feral Abomination have 1 power. Oh, well, there's a new unsummoned target. I have to decide what we want to do. Unsummon is like... Unsummon the Elemental is like a 3-for-1, because we kill their pacifism, we get a card, and we get our Elemental back. Or I guess that's... Yeah, it's kind of like a 3-for-1 to do that. We'll see what they do here, though. I think we just take this and it's fight. Fenlurker. Fenlurker is just gonna let the Befuddle go. Now we've got our use for Befuddle. We're gonna get our Elemental back and draw a card off it, and then draw a card off of this one, and then just try and win through the air. Hydra for Epicure, maybe not the trade we want. Gonna have to trade something for the Abomination eventually here, but I think we're gonna be okay. Could send in Hydra and Sentinel and be like, what are you gonna do about it? And we trade the Hydra. It's not the worst. Don't think we have any other return our stuff. I'm gonna say no attacks and be patient here. I think we have a good board coming with two flyers that represent lethal pretty darn quick, and a lot of chumps for the Abomination if we need to. Our plan for Feral is to chump it slash take it. I think I'm actually just going to take it again here. I'm taking it again here because one of our options is to Boreal, get some extra value out of the Reef, and then double block Reef and Hydra on Abomination. Five, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we get to cast both no matter what. Let's start with the Elemental. See what we get out of it. I think we have attacks with one Elemental. I guess they can double block in 1-for-1 though. So we'll stay back for right now. Yeah, maybe we should have put Sentinel Hydra on it last turn, because that's kind of what we're doing this turn, so we just maybe took an extra 5. But the Hydra did hold off other attacks potentially this turn, so I'm not sure we actually save that much life by making the trade last turn. Of course, I don't think they come in with the Epicure. We would have Reef plus... Yeah. I mean, they'd be attacking with Epicure this turn if we had done that block last turn, I think. Another thing we could do here is go 1, 2, 3, put Reef, Sentinel, and Spider on the Abomination, leaving us with Hydra, Elemental on board. Which, I mean, the benefit of that is that we can do Epicure. Of course, these things can match Epicure anyway. Thing is, we might need to give up the Reef here is the bottom line. It almost doesn't matter how many elementals are left in the deck because we really want 4 power around to threaten the Epicure. So I am going to go with the Reef Abomination block so that we have 4 power in these two to threaten a 1-for-1 on Epicure and future attacks. Crazy to seem to give up, you know, these 2 amazing cards to the Abomination, but yeah, we kind of are not playing around a trick. They haven't shown a trick at all, and they're not attacking with the other stuff to suggest a trick. If they drew a trick and have it, it would be a very well-crafted attack from Oppo, but we had to play like they did not have it there. Cool. Now this gives us attack with one of our flyers, so I like that. Right now they're threatening 4 in the air. This gives us 5 toughness on a flyer and a nice clock from here. Yeah, I mean, we drew an elemental, but I had my good reasoning. I stand by my reasoning that got us to this spot, and I like the spot we're in, too. Lurker currently is a 3-3 max. They need to get to 9 before they can make it a 4-4. Uh-oh, they're going to their hand, which suggests they maybe have something here. All right, they had the murder, but we get a 4-3. Now we have a 1-for-1 trade on the Epicure. Yeah, it might have been their top deck, unless they... Are you saying they mathematically had to have had that murder in the previous situation? I think they just drew it. Yeah, they absolutely would have saved their feral abomination. All right, land wasn't what we wanted. We're not in a great position here. We can offer Elemental for Epicure or Fenlurker, but that doesn't seem correct, so I guess we're back. I also don't want to trade Boreal for an Angel. You want a double trade. I don't know about a double trade. I like seeing if we can find some answers off the top of our library here. We got some good draws. Like that. Now we'll send in the Elemental and see if we can't Growth Cycle as a 2-for-1. Risky, of course. That's pump tricks for you. You think you're going to get them and they get you instead. It's always possible. But when they don't have it, it just leaves them with no good choices whatsoever. Ugh. Oh, they have lurker pump, so that might be what the pause is here, not something from hand. Well, the thing is, they didn't have a choice. If I were in Oppo's seat, I'd be like, great, they drew a combat trick, but I can't not block. I can't beat a combat trick, so we're going to play like they don't have it. Yep, another creature's life gain. Interesting. Okay, so they have 2 pumps. They can make it a 3. We'll offer the 1-for-1 here. This is fine. Nice! Tireless Slacker with the Perfecto. Good work. With Octo Profit, do we offer the Elemental? Nah, let's just send in this one and stay back on D. See what the top of our deck has to offer and make any adjustments. Let's get rid of the Forest for sure. Do we want the Barkhide? Barkhide actually doesn't really do anything in this board state anyway, besides be another. It helps go wide, I guess, but I'm going to be greedier than that and go deeper. My feeling was that we might find more elementals that get this even bigger than the Epicure, but maybe we just go for it now. I'll do that now. I mean, I'm not going to send these in, but we'll do this. I don't like your chances here, Oppo. Oh, that was nice. Finding a skeleton. Not the worst, not the worst. But this elemental is a huge problem still for Oppo. And they don't have the ability to block the elemental and eat the profit. So we'll send it all. I mean, they can Chaplain, Skeleton, the Sentinel, but I'm thrilled with that block. Oh, it's possible maybe I've just given them lifelink, and if I'd kept the Sentinel back, they just wouldn't block with the Chaplain at all. I don't know. Yeah, Altar would have been a decent out for them. Sure. Yeah, attacking with Sentinel got me nothing except them at 5 instead of 4. Will not repeat that mistake here. Still showing them lethal unless they top deck something. Didn't change the clock, but still not optimal. All right. Well, we couldn't get there on the one we did entirely on this stream, but technically we got 2 7 wins today. Technically. I keep trying to run this account out of resources, and then we keep winning drafts with it. Oh, well. All right, I'll open some packs while soapboxing. Oh, 2 8s. I don't even care on this account. Maybe we won't. This account's cards don't even matter is the thing. I think I'll wait till those are at 10 and look for somebody to raid. We've got Mr. Cuneo, Lord Tupperware, Penny Arcade. What's Magic the Gathering doing? They are probably hosting somebody. Yeah, Magic is hosting day 9, playing some Magic. Actually, let's go. I keep failing to raid Legend. Love to say Legend. So let's raid Legend. I've thought about merch and stuff. I just haven't gotten there yet, Press. I'm not sure. What is the streaming name of Jamie Topples? Because Jamie Space Topples is obviously not the Twitch. I'll add them, but we're gonna go to Legend Vida, but then we'll consider Jamie Topples another time. I'll make sure to add Jamie to my known streamers at the very least. Thank you all for hanging out today. It's been a blast. We won some, we lost some, but, you know, I'm happy with where we ended up. Good times. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Hump Day drafting will be waiting for you. Have a great day, everybody.